Hey there kids, Miss Booksy here with Storytime at Cool School. Today we're revisiting one of my all-time favorite fairy tales. Can you guess? It's Cinderella! I've read you a Cinderella story before, but this time we're doing a whole series with chapters. So let's get started. Here we go with Cinderella Chapter 1. Once upon a time, there was a girl named Cinderella. Ahem. That's not my real name. That's just what my mean stepsisters and stepmother call me. My real name is Ella. Actually, let's begin my story there. When I was Ella and everything was nice and peaceful and lovely. I was an only child, but I had a ton of pets. So when I was little, I was never ever lonely. 2 cats, Sir Bonkers and Lady Blinky, a dog named Patches, a hamster named Spinner, a tortoise named Fudge, a lizard named a Lizardbiff, a pony named Pegasus, not a real Pegasus, but that would be really cool, and a goldfish named Goldie. Okay, so Goldie wasn't such great company. Moving on. My dad was the greatest dad of all time, seriously. And he told the awesomest bedtime stories ever.
And then the big bad wolf said, little pig, let me in. And then the little pig squealed, not by the hair of our chinny chin chins.
See, he was really good at doing voices. So let's see, my pets were cool, my dad was the best. Oh, and our town was super neat too. We lived in the kingdom, a queendom of Queen Elaine I. She put on fabulous tea parties and concerts and musicals, like all the time. So yeah, things were pretty great, but I must have been cursed by an evil witch or something because one day my dad told me that he was getting married. Okay, that's not the terrible part. It would have been awesome if you were marrying Queen Elaine or somebody cool like that, but no way. Somehow, he found the meanest lady ever in the history of meanness. But it wasn't his fault, I guess, because at first she pretended to be so nice.
Hello there, Ella. Do you like candy?
Yes, ma'am. Hey!
Too late.
You snooze, you lose.
And those were my 2 new stepsisters, Gritzel and Unga. They never even bothered pretending to be nice. Anyway, my dad was duped, and suddenly I had a new family. My stepsisters had a real su casa es mi casa kind of attitude. In other words, they took all my stuff.
Mine!
I want it.
Mine!
Gimme.
Okay, I'm all about sharing is caring, guys, but come on, you can't take all my clothes.
Here, you can wear this.
Then they said they were scared of all my animals, so scared that my dad had to banish them all to the barn outside. Even a Lizardbiff, she'll get cold.
Too scary.
But what about Goldie? Come on, all she does is sit there and go.
Take her away!
They all have to go.
I'm sorry, guys. I'll visit you. The great animal exodus wasn't the end of it. Whenever my dad was away, the step monsters would treat me like a servant. I did the sweeping. I did the windows. I did the vacuuming. And being big ol' meanies, Gritzel and Unga constantly made messes on purpose. Whoops! I cleaned nonstop, day in and day out. And I was a mess, always covered in dust and grime, which led to me getting a new nickname.
Ew, Ella, you're all covered in cinders from the chimney.
Maybe we should call you Cinderella.
Cinderella!
So yeah, this all lasted a few years. Then my dad left for this big fishing trip expedition thingy. That's when my stepmother decided I should move into the barn. It was cold and dark and a little scary, but I had my animals and that was nice. Aw, plus some field mice. Hi guys. Anyway, my dad wouldn't be gone forever, right? He'd come back and see how mean my stepfamily was and give them the boot, right? Poor Cinderella. Let's see what happens next in Chapter 2. Click the link in the description below and come with me.